Hi everyone, it's me Darlene. I am here with something totally different today. I'm not going to be doing anything. I'm just going to be showing you the mess that I have created for myself when it comes to fabric scraps, saving all that, thinking I'll do something, and then realizing there's no way I can ever do enough projects to use all that I have. I have just a few boxes here. I seriously have half a room of things like this stacked, probably about 3 feet high, box after box after box after box. And I need to do something about that. I need to at least pick boxes, go through them, whatever I think I might use, which is everything. You know, I have to break out of this. And, you know, I do put lots of crumbs on eBay, and that's a good way to get them out of my house. But still, it's like it would take, you know, I would have to be, you know, selling big boxes at a time to really clear everything out quickly. And believe it or not, those auctions are time consuming, because if I'm putting crumbs on eBay, I want to go through each and every piece to make sure it's crumb worthy, something I would use. So I don't know, help me. No, you can't help me. Let's start with this. Once upon a time, I did what I'm calling confetti quilt blocks, and it was just all white on off-white, tone-on-tone fabrics, different prints of that, and then little spots of color in there. I absolutely loved doing this. Like, look at that little tiny fleck of color. Oh, I loved it. And the first video did okay. I think I did 2 more, and they just kind of fell flat. This was time consuming, and I got discouraged. I was like, oh, I'm spending time, and you know, even though they had views, the videos had some views, the ads weren't pulling in. I don't know. So I kind of just gave up, and I have, you know, a lot of little things started here, so I really would like to continue with this. And it's funny, serious, this is a true story. I don't know, maybe about the past 2 weeks, I really have been craving doing some of this, because I see the boxes that I have right near me that are for my, hey, I'm going to do this tomorrow, you know, table that I never get around to on the, you know, when tomorrow comes. And I have been like, I have to get back to this, because it's good for me to have time where I just sew, no cameras, and I put crumbs together. The thing is I love to create, you know, strips of crumbs and start the piecing, and, you know, but I'm not so much into like cutting all those, pressing them, joining them. I just like to sit and throw stuff through the machine, you know, and it's like the repetitive motion, the sound, I can just mellow out. I'm such a complicated creature. So I have to get back to doing that. And you know, I have several things that could make me want to do that. One is, if I wanted to, if I really wanted to, I could turn on my camera, but it would be lo-fi. I don't think I would know how to set up my microphone. I don't even remember how I used to do ASMR videos. It was very complicated. But one idea would be to just sew with 0 talking in regular speed and just put that on my ASMR channel, because there are people who love that kind of ASMR. And I really would love to be doing something on that channel again. So that's one thing. But then I'm really looking at a lot of work, because there's the, you know, syncing up the sound to the video. If I use my microphone, there's the editing, the uploading, all that stuff. Oh, it's just creating more work. The other thing is just sew for my own pleasure, and then just put some small lap size quilt tops on eBay just so that, you know, that would go away. So I would have that little bit of encouragement of, oh, it's going to give me something for eBay. And then, of course, I could always use some of my stuff in projects, tote bags, things like that. But all those videos are very time consuming. And, you know, I'm just trying to get away from adding time-consuming projects to my plate. I you know, I don't know. I'm sad. I'm sad that I can't do everything that I want to do. But anyway, I just wanted to remind you guys of this, and I'll link down below to that series. Oh yeah, so I was saying for the past couple weeks, this is all I have been thinking about. And during that time, I've been getting hit with comments, messages, even a TikTok video. I was scrolling through TikTok last night, and I see crumbs being, you know, that were put together in a pile, and I was like, oh, somebody's doing that. And that person was talking about me, that I taught her how to do that. And I was like so happy. And then I was like, how come I'm not doing one of the things that I love the most? Others are doing it and I'm not. And I got messaged yesterday about it, and then today somebody sent me pictures. So it's like everything is telling me that I have to get back to this just for my own pleasure. Here's like one of my crumb boxes that has a lot of like partial pieces, including some salvages. And there was a time I was doing a crumb chat series where I would sew crumbs or just put things together and chat with you guys, but I can't really sew and talk. I just can't. It takes too much of my brain space. So now there was a time that I was selling quite a few things like this. I would cut into, I think I was selling 4-inch squares and putting that on eBay, and people were just, you know, happy to get those to have, you know, something, you know, that I made in one of their quilts or whatever. So this is, like I said, a lot of partials and just things that I've done over the, you know, I don't even know, what is it, in the past. Like, look at those little strip sets, and oh, I love it so much. And then I have these that I don't use for crumb quilts. This is India cotton. I have, I don't know what size gallon big plastic containers they are that I have in the cellar, but they're big. You know, they stand about maybe 1.5 feet or 2 feet tall, big, filled with scraps of India cotton. The leftovers from when I used to make my plus-size tunics. They're the hippie blankets, you know, the wall hangings, those kind of things. And I love that for crazy quilting on a foundation. Another thing I'd like to get into, or back into. This, I just found this bag. I have a lot of little batik salvages in here, and you know, it's just stuff that I had put aside for me to use. You know, like I didn't have enough for me to use. I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking with this. It's all muslin brown. Oh, I had made a, oh, what's it called? Gingham quilt. And I guess I thought this made a nice collection of scraps. I mean, I can pull some of these out, the bigger pieces, but, you know, I don't want this, you know, not anymore. And then these salvages that I selfishly kept because they're just all black and whites, and oops, there you are, and I just loved them. I had sold yardage like this. I'm having a hard time showing you the prints, but there's a bunch of different prints, and they're all black and white. And I just loved them, and I thought, oh, I'll keep these for me, and I'll do something that I want to do. And this has been probably sitting here for a long time, and I haven't done anything. I have all the little sticks that went with that, and I don't know, I have some, I don't know why I have some black solids, but I do. So that's this box. And those are just the, oh no, there's this too. This is, again, just scrappy things. And like this one could go in my eBay when I do narrow strips. This one is kind of narrow on the end, so I consider this one a narrow. And, you know, so that's how come I hate to get rid of all these things, because I'm like, oh, I need some of those. I either do like 30 a little bit wider strips or 50 of the narrow strips. And sometimes I'm out and I have to go through boxes and dig through. You know, I no longer want to keep stuff like this, even though there is use for this. There's people who use that as ribbon, all kinds of things. Look, I'm gonna throw it away. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it in the trash way over here. Bye. Oh, I got rid of something. So, you know, at the very least, I need to just sit here and go through boxes. And there was a time that I did that on camera too. I would sit here in fast speed, but I don't want to edit any of that. So I just wanted to talk and hear myself say these things out loud. And, you know, I was hoping that maybe it would encourage me to start getting some stuff done. I need to clean this place. Skylar's coming this summer. Derek is coming this summer. I would like to consider selling this house. I need to empty it, and I need to start with, you know, just the fabric. So that's it. I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to try very hard to accomplish something today. And I'll just, you know, chat with you now and then, let you see what I've made, update you with how things are going. I'm embarrassed to show you the boxes that are all behind me and around me, so I'm not going to. I don't have to show you everything, but there's a lot of good stuff, and it's not stuff that's been sitting here for years. I buy an enormous amount of fabric, and I go through it quick, and there's a lot of scraps left over, you know, when I do that. So, oh, let me just show you, like, these piles. These are piles that are just sitting here that are remnants that I end up, you know, cutting or doing. But, you know, it grows. Like, these are partial panels and, you know, just butt ends of things. And it's like, this happens so quick. It just accumulates so fast because you can tell that's the butt end of a bolt. It's got the paper on it. It accumulates way faster than I have time to, you know, do anything with. I don't know how I'm talking right now. I'm not making much sense. And again, there's a table like kind of behind me that has boxes of partial panels. It's crazy. Okay, you guys, I have to get busy. I'd like to spend at least an hour today trying to figure all this out and not spend that whole time just trying to figure it out. I actually need to get rid of something or start sewing. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye.